NFL World, where NFL starts and ends. I'm your host, Jacob. And today we're going to talk about NFL Sunday Ticket, specifically the trial that has been going on for the last year and a half. We'll do the TJ Watt video tomorrow because it's 4 weeks till training camp. There's a long time to go. We don't have a lot to talk about, but we'll try to spread some things out as much as we can. So the NFL Sunday Ticket trial. This is more about, is NFL Sunday Ticket worth every penny? So let's begin. We have to start from the beginning for NFL Sunday Ticket. NFL Sunday Ticket was created in 1994 and was an add-on with DirecTV in 94. I first purchased NFL Sunday Ticket. Well, me and my family first purchased NFL Sunday Ticket in 2023 when they made their official move to YouTube TV. After a almost 30-year run with DirecTV, they moved to YouTube TV. And that's pretty much when this lawsuit was filed, was the pricing of YouTube TV. It was filed around, and they basically say, the plaintiffs say, look, NFL Sunday Ticket violated the antitrust laws. So let's explain what happened. The antitrust law, when you have a business, there's certain laws you cannot break in terms of that would increase your value of whatever it is. It's basically saying you cannot have a fixed price for something that you're selling consistently on a TV or on anything. It has to be deemed okay that you're not breaking the laws. And if it was deemed not okay that you did violate them, you could give up to 20 to 25% of what you made in that year, which the NFL would be a lot of money. And according to this case, and from the transcript, which Mike Florio ended up purchasing and putting on NBCSports.com, it's a 20,000-page document in which he reads off everything that was in this document. And he was a lawyer, so he knew exactly what to look for. At the end of this case, the verdict was that the NFL did, in fact, violate the antitrust laws for making NFL Sunday Tickets so expensive, and ended up having to give $4.7 billion. Now, they appealed this. This is the reason why I'm only bringing it up now. They appealed this decision from the jury because it was a jury and a judge, the whole thing, the whole work. And that's what was going on. Because, be honest, NFL Sunday Ticket is very expensive. You're paying nearly $700 because you have to pay for YouTube TV, which has gone up in price. You have to pay for an NFL Sunday Ticket, which is about $600 on its own. It's very expensive, but it does give you what you want. How they marketed this thing in 1994, and for the last 30 some odd years, going to be 32 years next year, how they marketed this thing was, say you're a fan in Pittsburgh, but you want to watch you're an NFL fan in Pittsburgh, but your favorite team is the LA Rams. Chances are you're not going to get those games because they're out of market. But if you buy NFL Sunday Ticket, you will be able to watch the Rams games. Now, they never said that you could only purchase one team's games. You have to purchase all 32 games, or 32 teams' games, which is why it's so expensive. And with a fixed price, it makes it problematic for people. They don't want to pay that much money. The NFL was doing this to basically force you to say, hey, the free games on CBS, the free games on Fox, the free games on ABC, ESPN, you're going to watch. Or if you're not, you're going to have to pay this much to watch your favorite team consistently. Now, again, like if you live in the area of your favorite team, let's say you live in Pittsburgh again, but your favorite team is the Steelers, that's not a problem for you. Let's say you live in LA. Your favorite team is the Rams. Well, that's not a problem for you. But if your favorite team is the Raiders and you live in Florida, it doesn't work. Just doesn't work. You can see the problems. So, and in this document, this 20,000 page document, it was announced that CBS, ABC slash ESPN, NBC, and Fox all wrote an affidavit, a letter to the court saying, no, they have to do this because if they didn't do this, it would result in chaos. They only did that because they're favoring the NFL. They're saying they're being impartial in this case, but they're not. They're being completely one-sided. They're trying to say, hey, no, they have to do this. It's the only way because it would create chaos. Which anytime when someone says, if we don't do it this way, it would create chaos, it's never actually going to create chaos. They just want to keep their way of life. Which probably happened because the network deal comes up, I believe, in 2028. It's the first year they can opt out and get a new contract. And if it is 2028, when they can get a new contract, they'll get that money from YouTube TV, and now they can increase the money for the networks. And so now you pay more money. That's how it works. But the people who wrote this affidavit were four of the broadcasting things, of the broadcast companies. Fox, CBS, NBC, and Disney, who controls ESPN and ABC. Not Amazon. Amazon was not included in this. Don't know why. Why didn't they put their name on it? I don't know. But they didn't. And they called this okay. This was the NFL putting their thumb on the scale a little bit to try to weigh things in their favor. It didn't work. Now, the thing that the NFL can do, because it's not a bad idea. Look, it is worth the revenue if you're an NFL fan and you want to watch NFL, all the NFL games and all the NFL best games. Because let's say you don't want to watch the Chiefs. You don't want to watch the Chiefs face the Raiders again. That's not fun. The last time we saw it, they got blown out. Why would I want to watch this again? I don't want to watch it again. I want to watch this Ravens game against the Chargers because I'm a Chargers fan. I'm a Ravens fan. I don't want to watch Chiefs play. I want to watch Chargers and Ravens play. It's all it is. So it's not a bad idea, but is it worth the hefty price tag is the question. And look, I say this all the time about contracts too. It's not so much is it worth the money, it's how much people are willing to pay for it. Okay, I say this a lot because it's true. Are you willing to pay for it? That's the question. Does it need to be dropped in price? Absolutely. NFL Sunday ticket should not be that expensive. And I'll actually tell you a quick part of this. In this 20,000 page document, it was discovered that ESPN and Apple were also could have been included, could have got NFL Sunday ticket, but they wanted you to pay for the app. So I'm assuming this was either this was ESPN Plus, not just ESPN, ESPN Plus. And I'm sure it was Apple TV Plus that wanted to have it. And you would pay like an additional 50 to 70, maybe $100 more for this add-on. And the NFL said no to that because they have this fixed price, as we saw in the antitrust law, that they violated it because they had fixed the price that you cannot go lower than this. But that's what the NFL said, no, you cannot do that, Apple. No, you cannot do that, ESPN. And they gave it to YouTube TV, which was like, okay, whatever. Give to us, please. And that's what they did. So how I said this before. I was like, look, this is not a problem. There's two options you can do. You can either get rid of NFL Sunday Ticket entirely and adopt the model that was there before, which was the 1 o'clock games on CBS, the 1 o'clock games on Fox. You can put a game on CBS, a game on Fox, you can put a game on ABC, you can put a game on NBC, you can put a game on Peacock, you can put a game on USA Network, you can put a game on TNT, you can put a game on wherever. They wouldn't lose money, even though they're saying this would create chaos. It's like, no, you wouldn't lose money. The NFL would make money because it's such a global phenomenon at this point. And the markets are so big, it makes so much sense. So that's one option you could do. You could also lower the price by creating a couple plans that you could do. You could do a plan of one team, your one team, and that's it. You could do that, or you could do a plan of, all right, up to this many teams. So say it's up to 8. Because be honest, if it's up to 8, you're gonna do your favorite team, your division rivals, and then maybe another division that you want to watch. Like, I'll give you an example. For us, we did NFL Sunday Ticket. It's a family thing. You should be able to do that. Like, me and my brother love the NFL. He's a Patriots fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. If you do a plan for 8 teams, you can do Patriots, Bills, Dolphins, Jets, Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, Commanders. Or if you don't want to, you just want to grab the best teams, you could do that if you want as well. It's not a problem. That's what you can do. You can do that, and that price could be a price of, okay, let's say it's 4 teams you want. All right, 4 teams. Let's say like one team for NFL Sunday tickets, 25. Let's just say $25. So 4 would be 100. 8 would be 200. That's all you do. That's all you have to do. And if you want to buy the whole thing, you can have that price. Or up to 500, whatever it is. If you want to have it all 32 teams, but it's up to $500, you can do that. But do these plans, you could do the plans of a whole division, 2 divisions, or the whole thing if you want. You could do that. That's not problematic. And it still gives you what you want, which is you want to watch your team play and you want to see your division rivals lose. That's what you want. That's all you're going to care about anyway. Because indirectly, you're going to get those games. Though you're not, indirectly, you're going to have those games that you play. Like, I'll give you a good example. Let's say you are a Patriots fan, okay? And for whatever reason, the Patriots are playing the Chiefs in that game. You don't have the Chiefs on your YouTube TV, but because you have the Patriots game and the Patriots are facing the Chiefs, you're going to get that game. It doesn't matter. And then if the NFL says, well, increase it to 32 teams, like let's say they do this in November, increase it to 32 teams and you only have to pay on $50 more for it. Okay, great. At that point, you do that. Not, but the whole season you can do for $200 for 2 divisions. You can do that too. That makes a lot of sense. You don't have to get rid of it entirely. You can do that. And you can do the same thing with NFL Plus if you want. You can do that too. You can do the same thing and it would work fine. The thing isn't, the NFL has options. This is getting appealed though, so we'll see what happens moving forward. But they have options. The NFL wants to make as much money as they can. I think the second option makes a lot of sense. Create plans of, let's say you want 8 teams, 10 teams, however many teams you want, you have a certain price level. Maybe it's up to $250 for 8 teams. Okay. Most people are gonna pay that, but they don't wanna do that. They wanna how do I say this? They wanna wheels, okay? They wanna make sure that you watch your network's games no matter what market you're in, and if you don't wanna do that, then you have to pay so much money for an NFL Sunday Ticket. But you could do both in a way by doing an 8-team plan or a 10-team plan, and you only have to pay $250. I think it's a good idea. But like I said before, is it worth the money? If you're paying for 32 teams, yes. But if you're paying for your one team that you want, or the one division you want, or the two divisions you want, it's probably not. But is it worth it if you're an avid NFL fan, you love the NFL so much that you don't care, you want all 32 teams? Then yes. Yes, it is. But to me, the price should be lower. Just makes more sense that way. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's NFL Sunday Ticket is worth the money? And actually put down in the comments if you have NFL Sunday Ticket or if you're interested in getting it. And while you're down there, like the video, subscribe, share the video. It's all free, helps us out a ton. For NFL World, I'm Jacob Peter.